Today we're going to talk about, because we got election day coming up next week. I want to know, now you're a younger guy, you're in your early 20s, correct?
Yes.
All right, I want to know, first of all, do you vote?
Yes.
You do vote. What is your primary consideration nowadays for voting? I mean, I'm not going to go into whether you're Democrat or a Republican, but how is it that you make your choice to vote for who you're voting for?
What I look at?
Yeah, what do you take into consideration?
You know, I want to see how they're going to help the people. What are they, you know?
Well, do you have any faith in what they say they're going to do?
Well, depend on, you know, let's say you got to know the person who's running. I'm not just going to throw my vote out at anybody. You got to, how can I say this, you know, have a little background with them. Like, be able to, you know, look at what they've done in the past, what they've said, and whether or not they've stuck to it, you know.
Now, obviously, in this conversation, you're talking about somewhat of a career politician,
yeah,
or whatnot.
Yeah.
Do you have faith in the career politician nowadays, or do you have maybe a little more faith in somebody that's new and upcoming?
The newer, I think.
The newer. So you may tend to lean towards somebody that has almost no political experience versus
who wants to make a change. Just coming in new, they got to show that they want. You know, they want. It's almost like T.O. You know, he's on his good behavior right now because he's got to show other teams that he's not going to screw around.
You know? Right. So what's your actual deciding factor?
I guess it comes down to a gut feeling. What I feel, you know.
What would you like to see politicians start to do a little bit more of?
Less bitching and moaning.
Less bitching and moaning. Less finger pointing and shit like that? I hear you there. So what's the whole overall synopsis nowadays? Is it even worth voting? Or do you think we're just going to basically get screwed throughout this whole thing, or is it just going to be
coming up to election season sucks. I hate politics. I hate it.
Me too.
So
do you think change is coming in this country or no? I mean, with election day coming up, and obviously people aren't real happy with politicians right now.
Yeah, country-wise, we have 3 years left. Well, at least 3 years.
For presidential vote. Now we're voting on a lot of local stuff.
You know, for the town, I think there will be a lot of change with the town, especially.
Think people are taking more of an interest in politics nowadays?
I don't know.
Well, the bottom line is, you said you vote, which is a good thing. And now, would you be someone that would vote along party lines?
No, I'd vote for who I want. You know, I'm not.
So how would you classify yourself? So you're, in my opinion, you would be neither a Democrat nor a Republican.
I'd almost be an independent, almost. You know.
Seems a shame we got to be labeled with Democrats and Republicans instead of realists and what's right and what's wrong.
Let's see what happens come next week.
Well, the truth is you can't get change until you vote change in, so we all know how that goes.